What's up, everyone? This is Omega with Team Out of the Tank. That being said, let's go over this deck list. Not the traditional Sultai ramp. 24 lands, 3 Triumph, 4 Breeding Pool, 1 Temple of Melody, 4 Overgrown Tomb, 4 Watery Grave, and your basics 5 forests, 2 swamps, 3 island, 2 Castle Vantress. Inside of your main cards for the deck, your win con, really more or less, is going to be Ugin or Hydrocrisis for this deck. Don't play Nissa. Considering putting her back in, I'll get some more games in here. We'll kind of see how it goes. There's a couple of cards I've been considering changing around, but for right now, this is the list. Don't play Nissa for one very specific reason. Ramp right now is really geared towards Sultai colors. Bant does not really have much of an area to play inside of this. And the decks that are out there in the format would crush Bant pretty hard because it doesn't have growth spirals, so that's where that's at. But Sultai has a very good list still for ramp because of all the 2-drops that are really strong in the format. So 2 drops, Heartless Act, Thought Erasure, 8 cards total that you could start off in your opening hand that help you with any of the aggro matchups. Hydroid Crace is technically a 2-drop, but we obviously know we're not playing that on turn 2. And then Murderous Rider at 4. This is personal tech. Nobody that I've seen online has run this as an option. I like it. Works well against aggro. It works well against all your more Planeswalker-based decks. Sultai has really been playing a lot more Planeswalkers. They're playing Narset. They're playing Teferi. They're playing Nissa, and then Ugin, of course. And I have a really good matchup against those decks as well, just because Murderous Rider answers all those. You can eradicate Narset, but that's about it. So, and I play Heartless Act just because there are some big creatures out there that go beyond a 3-drop. This has its ups and downs. It's just, from my experience, this has been a good card. I play it, love it. But you could play Eradicate in that slot. 3 Extinction Event. This handles Euro. This handles all your aggro decks pretty well. The great thing about Thought Erasure is it sets you up for a good Extinction Event. If you Thought Erasure on 2, they already have a 1-drop. You're going to pick out that even if you can. You're going to make them play all odds, and then you're going to Extinction Event. If they don't have a 1-drop on the board and they went first, they put a true 2-drop on the board, then you pick out the odd. It's pretty self-explanatory, but these are great together. Heartless Act and Murderous Rider can do the same thing for you. Make sure that they go to where you want them to be for this Extinction Event to get the most value. Ugin at 2 and Casualties at 3. These two again are self-explanatory. If you're going to play, you might as well play the biggest board wipes in the game. Extinction Event, Casualties, Ugin. You can win all your matchups with these cards. I do not play Ugin as a win con. I'll talk about this more in the matchups itself, but Ugin is to clean the board up, to give you the most value you can. You never just drop him and put him out there exposed to an easy kill. Plussing him up doesn't mean much for me because I don't run a lot of permanents. What am I going to put on the board? Put a Murderous Rider on the board? Yeah, it's not going to happen. Drop some lands and that's about it. So very rarely do I neg him. I usually hold him, clean up the board, and then use him to go from there. Let's go to profile. I'll show you where I'm at. We can look at the sideboard when we get into the game. Diamond tier 4. Been playing for a little while. Didn't really start climbing until last week and went from Plat 4 to Diamond 4 no time. It's pretty easy. So let's get into some games here and I'll show you guys how we do the thing. So I know it sounds crazy, but occasionally seeing an icon can kind of tell you. I feel like this guy's playing aggro. So here I want to throw back the green and hold up the double Heartless Act plus Extinction Event. Yeah, red white. Pretty safe to assume we're playing against maybe a night aggro deck here. If not, this is still good. Heartless Act isn't the worst here. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. Let's pick your hand apart, see what you got. See, since I have Extinction Event, again, we're gonna pick the hand apart. Oh, beautiful. Why no to buy? Throw that away. I need to see land first. Yeah, that's fine. I'm cool with that. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave this up. We'll play Heartless Act, kill that. Or force him to sack. Either way, it's fine. I've noticed that a lot of people are main decking this now, which is interesting. Can we get a land? We can get a land. Fall odd here and just get rid of all those guys. So why Nota doesn't do anything with that? Next turn, as long as nothing crazy. Kinda good, not gonna lie, kinda good. Let's put a 3/3 Krasis on the board. I want to get more lands. Oh, I said 3/3 Krasis. That way he can't easily take it off the board. We can block 1/1 if he swings it. He wouldn't dare swing the Legion War Ball. Just swing the other 1/1. You're always gonna get 1 chip damage in. There you go. Oh, you're swinging the Legion War Balls? Yeah, I mean, I'll take the damage, it's fine. Come back from that. I mean, it's not a bad play on his part, but giving up the Legion War Balls when you can just sit there and do regular chip damage is pretty bad. We don't get... I'm debating on Thought Erasure or... We'll go ahead and do this right now. That's what I figured. Okay, we will see a land at least though. Why Nota here sucks, but it's unlikely. That's a very specific top deck. Alright, so we leave up 2 mana for Wynota. We can play a 2/2 Krasis. 2 mana for Wynota, 2 mana for the Heartless Act in case a Wynota comes down, obviously. Mina swung there. Oh, this is nice. We're gonna do this first. This is an really good spot. We'd love to see a land here. Not that land, but okay. We gotta still consider the Wynota. That's a really big swing in his favor. Okay, we can Ugin here, and we do. Now remember, exile each permanent with converted mana cost or X or less. That's 1 or more colors. These all are a color. And guess what? They're all 0 converted mana cost. So we lose nothing. He loses his whole board state. I don't know what crazy thing can happen. So I'm just going to swing these 2. And just take into consideration that he might have something nutty in his hand that you would never imagine. Like that. It's crazy to me that these are just soldiers too. It's pretty crazy. So now, in this matchup, he's gonna put in... I think I only saw red-white. I don't think he's playing the Mardu version of this deck. So, Kitesail Freebooter isn't gonna be an issue. Neither is Duress or Agonizing Remorse, which is phenomenal for us. Like, couldn't ask for a better situation there. So we put in the extra extinction event because obviously that's gonna clean some things up. Casualties of War is what I take out. You're never gonna hit more than 2 cards with that, and it just takes too long. I leave in Ugin because it can get me in that situation like I had there where it cleans the board up for me. Euro Cultivate Slow, we take one of those out. We still want it because obviously we're still going to want to ramp. It just, the land comes in tapped, and in later game situations that can be detrimental. We're going to put in 3 Mystical Disputes because obviously, I forget the name of that dog, the 1-drop white dog that can sacrifice and give another target creature indestructible. That's a real threat. So even if you have a Heartless Act or Murderous Rider in your hand, if they have that dog on the board, kind of like you did with me, double. And it was great that we had Thought Erasure at that point, but Mystical Dispute's the only way we're going to keep that Wynota from going off. So we put in 3 of those just to make that an option. There's not a whole lot of this other stuff here that's going to do us any good, so Hydra Krasis and the rest of it stays in. We get ready for game 2. Mardu version of that deck that he's playing is way better, by the way. So his strategy in and against a ramp deck is to get us, hit us really hard as quickly as he can, obviously, and of course you want to get the Wynota piece off. This is a really good hand. We'll keep this. I'd love to see a 2-drop kill spell or a 3-drop kill spell here, but we don't have it, so we just have to deal with what we got and hope to draw it. But anyway, he's going to try to get in as much damage as possible. And Selfless Savior is pretty... should have been pretty obvious. Did not see that coming. Murder Strider, that's helpful. So we got double black now, and we can put blue on the board, not take the damage, which is phenomenal. So here, he doesn't have a 3rd land. So what I'm going to do here is kill the Selfless Savior, because that leaves us with the ability to Extinction Event even and take these 2 off the board. What he does not want to do here is play another even card. He should know that. He didn't play anything at all, so we'll just go ahead and do this. Because even if he plays Wynota here, there's nothing on the board. So you can't do anything. So we took the pressure off us. Wynota's worthless at this point. That's the best he can do, which is fine with us. We're just gonna do... this and try to stave off the damage as much as possible. We're in a tight spot, so that's even better. Now if one of those 2 guys dies, like, he loses nothing. That gets double 2/2 knights, which is great in his spot. We're not gonna lose any damage because we're playing a 4/4 Krasis. That's right. We don't have to worry about that. Okay, we on our block do not kill anything. Well, they're even, so it wouldn't matter anyway. But we have Extinction Event now, so we don't have to kill anything. Nothing. Gingerbread is fine. That, well, now we have to work. Alright, so block here, get those guys off the board. And we lose. I didn't think about that. Oh, well yeah, Odin still lose. Oh, it's so unfortunate. That was beautiful on his part. I'll give it to him. It was beautiful on his part, very unfortunate for us. Okay, so interesting thing is, he sided in Stone Coils and the Gingerbread Man. And I just happened to main Wilts. So here, I'm actually considering taking out Cultivate and putting in 3 Wilts. I could also take out a Hydra Krasis, leaving the Cultivate, because I still want to ramp if possible. I want to leave plenty of options for that. So this is another one of those matchups where Heartless Act can kind of be that unfortunate card. It works against Wynota, but it also, if they put a +1/+1 counter on a creature, now I can't get the creature. So it's, yes. So it's a hit and miss kind of card. So we want to take a look at his hand and see if he gets a 1-drop on his turn, and then we'll take a look at his hand and see what we can do with it. We got a double Extinction Event though. This is phenomenal. If we can just take Wynota out and then just like clear up the board, that'd be great. We got Wilt too, so if we see he's got a Stone Coil, I don't care if he puts him on the board. It's fine. Selfless Savior, yes my sir. Yes my good sir. You can have that Selfless Savior. This is the only card we don't want to see. And we do want to leave that on top. He'll probably play a land and just hold up the Raise the Alarm. Or just go ahead and slap it on the table. Like, it's a good call. Now I kind of want to wait until he slaps down the Knight. Another Selfless Savior, yeah. Okay, so we're going to odd on the Extinction Event. Hope he doesn't have a Wynota. and go to town on him the next turn. So I don't have double blacks, I can't even hold up the Murderous Rider. Now I hope he drops the knight. Like, oh please, for the love of... This is bad. This is a bad play. Like, I know it seems like he's gotta do it, but it's just it's a bad play. Because now he's got nothing. We're in a really good spot here. Yeah, we just Hydra traces for 2. Yeah, we're on 6 lands now with the Murderous Rider and a Wilt. We're in phenomenal shape. Why notice this? It's really unfortunate for him, honestly. Yeah, that's fine. Considering cycling this, but I'm okay with this right now. Let's do this. Gain 3 more life. What is that? 4 cards in the yard. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, I didn't even think about him running Embercleave. It just so happens to work out that we have this answer. It's phenomenal for us. Alright, let's see what you got, my dude. We're gonna be able to Euro here. Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we can still Euro, so it's fine. I didn't cycle off the Wilt. That just worked out so well for us. It's a human though. That's Wilt. I'm so glad we have that in the deck right now. Yeah, dude, you got 4. I'm okay with that. I kind of want the land on the board, so I may just play this. Play the land. I need the black sources. And then we're swinging this and we'll see what happens. Another black source. 2, 3, 4, 5. Even if I played that, I only need 6 tapped. Protection from multicolor? Yeah, sure is. Yeah, you don't go acting like you got it all figured out till the end of the game, dude. Because I'm just gonna trade off everything I got here. Well, most everything I got, and then I'm gonna Euro. Or not Euro. Listen at me. I want to Ugin. We're gonna do the Ugin thing. And we're gonna hit him with a good game since he was a jerk about that. I'm gonna hit him with it again. Just don't be a jerk to people. Like, yeah, you got the multicolored thing, but you're done. Like, I've already ramped. At this point, we've turned the corner. You're done. I'm just gonna keep hitting him with it. Wanted to be a jerk? I'm cool with you being a jerk. Just, you're gonna get hit with a good game. I'm gonna give it right back to you. You gotta raise the alarm, probably. Which is fine.
Consider this a warning.
Even if he did and dropped a Wynota, we'd still win. We'll keep hitting you with it, my dude. Up. Let's see what we got.
Curious choice.
We don't need that. We're gonna throw both those to the bottom. Oh yeah, this game is so over now at this point. There's nothing he can do. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We can do 10, 10 Hydro Graces. And it'll break his spirit at that point. And he knows he's done. So at this point, just throwing out the thinking to try and say that. Just to try and add the extra to it. I shouldn't play this way. I shouldn't. But you start something, I'm gonna throw it back at you. We'll give you a little heat. I mean, yeah, you got 4 timeouts, my dude. I don't care sitting here waiting. Like I got a whole 45 minutes to show on for my peeps.
I
Right,
will
so
destroy if I must.
we're just gonna do an 8-8 so that way I can hold up this wilt. I don't think I need it, but if I can throw the extra sass down on him by having an answer for like a big stone coil or something, I'd love to throw the sass down. Because it'll guarantee me game next turn. Well, I mean, either way, I'm pretty much guaranteed game next turn. There's nothing nutty in this person's deck that's going to get me there. We're going to keep sassing each other. Got the sass, throwing out the sass. Yeah, this game, like that just threw me over the top. Couldn't beat the flash deck, but boys, we are taking this deck down. But yeah, you can run yourself out of all your timeouts. Like, we're fine with this. So, but anyway, that's the long and short of it. Maybe we can just edit this portion of the video and take out all this good gaming each other, go straight to the end where I claim victory, because that's, I mean, that's where this video ends at this point. This game's over. And we got victory already, so. That clutch wilt, though. Just gonna throw that out there. That clutch wilt. That clutch wilt. This is exactly why we put it in, and it ended up working out against the Ember Cleave, which is phenomenal. Yeah, dude. We got time. We got time. We can sit here and do the back and forward good game. You know you're done. And we can just spam this at him, and even if he spends more time here and doing this, like, that's fine. You can spam it as much as you can sit there and do as much as you want. This game's over. Like, it just allows me more time to rub in the good games on you. He'll probably let his clock run out now and then concede the match. Bet. Last time out. And now he's down to 30 seconds on the clock. One of the things I would like to mention while we're sitting here is the amount of time that you have for a match in MTGA is just absolutely ridiculous. And these timers should not reset when you make decisions. Like, you already get extra timers throughout the game. And as you saw when I was playing my turns, even when I was explaining my thought process, where we needed to be in the game, we just, like, we went through our plays. And it was easy to get it done and not waste time.